guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel, P2 Squad. Today, I am doing an assumptions video. Now, assumptions kind of circulated the internet like a hot minute ago, but I missed that trend. I was not able to execute it on in time. But it has recently come back, and so I thought it would be a really great opportunity to answer some assumptions you guys have about me. And I am like super nervous, but excited because I feel like a lot of you guys know a lot about me, but there's a lot you guys are assuming about me too, which is not all true. So we're just gonna kick it off, answer some of your deepest, darkest questions, and it is what it is. So guys, let me start off by saying I got some good hate messages in this assumption. You guys realize that those Instagram questions, they're not anonymous. Like, I can see who told me I was ugly and I needed to break up with my husband. You know what? It's fine. I forgive all. Don't hold any grudges. Let's just get into it. Starting off strong, I have them on my computer screen over here. Why did you get a surgery? That's a great question. So guys, if you did or didn't know, I recently had a rhinoplasty revision. So in high school, I had 2 nose surgeries. I had a really, really awful deviated septum. I couldn't breathe. It was covered by insurance. My nostril looked like this, like literally like closed, shut. I got a surgery. We got some grafts and stents. It was unsuccessful. There was a sneeze. There was a pop. It reverted the entire surgery. I got another surgery by another plastic surgeon, or the first one was by a ears, nose, and throat doctor. The second one was by a plastic surgeon who cut my septum and moved it over. And then fast forward 8 years, literally 8 years, I decided that right now I'm at a really good spot in my life to where I can get some of those things that happened with the first surgery reworked with this third surgery. So in my first surgery, I felt like there were some changes to my nose made and I wasn't really growing into my nose properly. I got this really awful bump right here. I also had some collapage. Like I just had, an ugly nose, and so I decided that because of those previous surgeries, I would just go and kind of clean it up a bit, make it look cute, and now we have like a little slope here. So technically, plastic surgery, it was a rhinoplasty revision. We're opened up, we're breathing better, and I hope that answers your question. It wasn't necessarily cosmetic, but when I given the opportunity to make some really cuter changes to my nose, I definitely hopped on it because I was already under and I was gonna be in recovery anyway. So I hope that answers your question. The next one is that you were really pretty in middle school. Let me throw up some middle school pictures.
No.
Nice assumption, but not cute. I didn't start peaking, I didn't start looking cute until like 23, okay? Like it takes some time. The next one is you don't really act as nice as you are on camera. False, completely false. Now, I know that people who say like, I'm a nice person, I'm a great person, those people generally aren't really great people, but I pride myself on often taking a step back in certain situations, looking at it from all angles. I feel like I have come a really long way since my growth in high school, college, and all that. Like I am a completely different person than I used to be, to where I make more rational decisions. I think about people a lot more in certain circumstances, like everyday lives. Like I always make it a point to go back and address a friend if maybe they got talked over. Like I specifically go out of my way to check on my friends, make sure they're doing okay, and make sure that everybody feels heard and appreciated. So I don't know, I can't really vouch for myself that I'm a nice person, but I feel like I always do the very best I can to treat everybody with kindness and respect and niceness. And I hate bad blood with anybody, like anybody. So if I ever know that I have a problem with anybody, I will constantly try to fix it, and I will not rest until it's fixed. I don't know, I guess you guys could be the judge of that. It is what it is. If you think that my personality is disingenuous, I guess that's on you, but I do the best I can. The next one, that you are very emotional. Yes, I am super emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve. If I have a problem, somebody will definitely know it. If I feel sad, somebody will definitely know it. I cry a lot. I'm also a water sign. We're kind of known for that, a Pisces, very emotional, very feeling, very deeply involved in their own thoughts, which can be quite the burden sometimes if your thoughts are mostly cynical and negative. So yes, very emotional and very sensitive. I take a lot of things very personally. This next one I get a lot. This person assumes that my hair is ruined. No, my hair is not ruined. Like I can run my fingers through it. It's not ruined at all. Now, I think that colored hair gets a really negative connotation because generally people who color their hair, they do a lot of different colors. And when people do a lot of different colors, they have to bleach constantly. Now, I have had the same color of pink in my hair for over a year. Therefore, I don't really have to bleach this section over and over again. I bleach this section once, and then whenever I go in to get it colored, my stylist just puts the color on top. There's not a lot of bleaching, and even the color that she uses isn't as harmful as like box dye reds or like mixed chemical reds, because it's not really a chemical reaction that creates the color. It's basically just a pigment that they're putting over my hair. So my hair is really healthy. I do get this thing a lot where people think my hair is fried. No, it's not. I was born with really thin baby hairs. You guys can probably see them sticking up right now. I can't help it. They just stick up. You guys couldn't see them as much whenever I was blonde because I was blonde, but they've always been there. And actually, my hair was way worse off when I was blonde. So having this color has actually been a lot healthier for my hair. This brings us into the next question. You wear a wig. No, I do not wear a wig. That is a fair assumption. A lot of entertainers wear wigs. Girls in pop culture. Ariana Grande, her ponytail is fake. Nicki Minaj wears wigs. Cardi B wears wigs. Lady Gaga, wigs. Like, wigs are beautiful and they're an amazing way to keep your hair not damaged and to change up your style anytime you want without having to fully commit. Guys, I am fully committed. This is not a wig. I don't know how to prove it other than like literally like showing you guys where the root is. It's right here, it's brown. I think a really good way to tell if somebody wears a wig is the variation in their roots. Like, as time goes on, do you see variation in the roots? Is it different? Is it the same? Like, do they seemingly never have to touch up their hair? My hair, it goes from shades to shades. Like, it's really dark pink now because I just got it done. But as we go over the next few weeks, you guys will start to see it get lighter in videos. So to tell if somebody, you know, wears a wig, you can always look at that. You can look at like the roots and also if their hair is fading or if there's variations in their hair color. This next one is, you have had a job at McDonald's. I've never had a job at McDonald's. I worked at Hollister, I worked at Razoo's Cajun Cafe, I worked at Aerie, which is the American Eagle underwear brand, I worked at White House Black Market, and then I worked my way all the way up to Kate Spade shop stylist, which brings us to like this assumption, like I've always been into fashion and shopping. Yes, I have always been into really high-end designer brands. Whenever I was working at Kate Spade, I spent all my money at Kate Spade. I just, you know, that was what I could afford at the time. You know, imagine you're making $10 an hour and you can't afford the Gucci, the Louis, the Prada, the Fendi. You can't afford any of that. So I did spend all of my money on Kate Spade, daydreaming about the day I would be able to afford more luxury brands, which now I can. So yes, although I have always been into shopping and fashion, I wasn't quite able to show that off or afford it until quite recently. This next assumption, you are 21, I'm 25. So I was born in 1995. I'm kind of a millennial. I'm so sorry if you found this to be deceiving. I am kind of a millennial, but you guys keep me young. I hear that the cutoff for Gen Z was like 1995. Some people say it's 1996. So sometimes I'll just say that I'm Gen Z and just try to get away with being on the cusp of that. You actually hate pink or dislike it. YouTube can be difficult on your mental health. Yes, one, YouTube can be extremely difficult on your mental health. I put out this assumptions and I got a lot of really awful, nasty assumptions. But the one I got the most was that I actually hate pink. Let me know what sane person would spend $400 on their hair every month to make it pink. Let me know what sane person would spend all of her money to wear pink. Let me know what sane person would live her day in the life in pink if she didn't like pink. Now, I have had people say that this is a persona or whatever. Like, I've gotten that a few times, and it's just like, it doesn't really bother me because if people don't know you personally, it's not personal. But you can go all the way back on my Instagram and you can see I've been dyeing my hair pink since 2015. Like, this is not a secret. In college, I did all of my branding as pink for my college portfolio. Like, there's photos of that online too. Like, I've always been super into pink. When I was a kid, actually, my favorite color was purple, and then it was pink. So I have a twin sister, for those of you who do not know, and our parents would kind of dress us the same. I would always get dressed in the purple pink outfits, and she would always get dressed in the blue green outfits. So imagine that, like kind of fraternal twins who are just kind of dressed the same, but like in different color schemes. So I was the purple pink one. This assumption kills me. I used to think your name was Peach. Peach, super cute name. I named my dog Peach. This is how the Peachy Squad was born. I got Peach, my dog, I think it was 2017. She was born February 2017 and I got her like in May 2017. I named her Peach and then I started saying like stay peachy and I started calling people the Peachy Squad. So it actually comes from my dog's name. My dog is actually named after Princess Peach from Super Mario and it just kind of really evolved from there. This one says, They assume that I have social anxiety. No, I do not have social anxiety. I have generalized anxiety, which is really fun because it's like this cloud of impending doom that just comes in waves, and I'll be out in public and I'll be like, I might die soon. Like, it's just generalized anxiety. I think anxiety disorder, there's like 5 types of anxiety. I looked it up after I was diagnosed by a psychiatrist. It's just generalized, which means it's just generally there. So that's a really fun one. Check up on me later about that. This assumption: you are rich. Now, I don't know how to answer this one. Success is in the eye of the beholder. Are we talking Bill Gates rich, Jeff Bezos rich? No. Are we talking I'm making more than I would have if I got a job in graphic design, which is my college degree? Yes. My husband and I are lucky enough to have enough money to sustain ourselves and not have to get a real job for a very, very long time. A real job. I work harder than I ever would at a real job, in case anybody was also assuming or wondering about that, because I've had real jobs. I've had 9-to-5s. I went to college, I got my college degree, and I'm telling you guys, I work way harder now than I ever would have at a 9-to-5. You just make videos to get Robux and money. And your pink hair is a wig. No hate, I love you. Covered the pink hair and wig thing. Like I said, got that one a lot. So many people are wondering if my hair's a wig. I'm committed, baby. So you only make videos to get Robux and money. Now, this one's a tricky one. Of course, no, I do not only make YouTube videos to get money / Robux, but B, I would need to make money to continue to make videos, or else I would have to go get a different job. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, all YouTubers, all people in entertainment have bills. We have expenses, we need groceries, you know, just normal people things. Like, we need to pay our water bills, you know? So I would not be able to make videos if I was not getting some sort of income from it. But no, that's not the only reason I did it. I've talked about the pros and cons of the mental health game with YouTube versus a real job. And I think my mental health would be a lot stronger on a real job. There's a lot of pros to having a real job, and there's a lot of pros to having a YouTube self-sustaining, your own boss, your own CEO job. Borderline, it's not the only reason I started doing it. I started doing YouTube in college. I was having a lot of fun making videos. I still have a really big passion for it. All the time I have to stop myself from just hopping on Twitch and streaming. I really, really want to do streaming, but I also know I'm a little too delicate to do streaming. I think I'll get my feelings hurt. I didn't have such a great experience on Twitch whenever I was doing streaming. A lot of sexist comments there. I still have a giant passion for videos, and if I did not want to make videos anymore, I would not need to make videos anymore. I hope that answers the question. That was kind of like tangent after tangent after tangent. The next one, you are pregnant but hiding it. No, I am not pregnant. I can confidently tell you guys that I am not pregnant because I am on my period. TMI, but you know, we're all adults here. I'm trying to age up this channel's content. Definitely not pregnant. Would I like to be pregnant right now? No. Would have I liked to be pregnant at the beginning of the year? Yes. So my husband and I, we really want a baby, but we have kind of also decided that now is not quite the right time to have a baby. There is so much going on in our lives. I don't think we're quite ready to slow down yet and commit so much time to a living, breathing, tiny little baby that relies on you fully 100%. I would have been at the beginning of the year, but now things are just like really, really busy. So I do not plan on getting pregnant anytime soon, and I am definitely not hiding if I'm pregnant. If I were to ever hide that I was pregnant, it would only be for the first trimester, and then you guys would know. So no, I'm not pregnant. You got your first tattoo at 18. No, I got my first tattoo in 2017, so that would have made me 22. That's some quick math right there. I was definitely old enough to make my own decisions. I was definitely old enough to totally know my style. I would not recommend getting a tattoo or piercing your face until you are above the age of 18, just because you do change a lot. In grade school and high school, I definitely wanted the snake bites, eyebrow ring, you know, that would have been cool. I wanted my ears pierced all the way up to the top. Really glad my mom didn't let me do any of that, and I'm really glad I didn't get any tattoos, because if I did, I would have gotten some watercolor roses. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, it's just not a tattoo I would want now. But right now, I can confidently say all the tattoos I have are tattoos that I am loving and I have no regrets on. And then there's one assumption, which was kind of in the realm of all the assumptions, are you friends with so-and-so? Are you friends with so-and-so? Are you friends with so-and-so? I know everybody in the space, and I think everybody in the space is really talented, amazing, great, grand, and awesome. However, we don't all live near each other, so you can't really like interact a whole ton outside of maybe a tweet here and there. I do have a lot of really close friends, but at the same time, a lot of people don't get along, which is completely fine, and that's for all transparency. That's just kind of how real life goes. I mean, think about your life. Are you friends with absolutely everybody you know? So yeah, I love everybody. I wish really great wishes upon everybody in this space. Always have, always will. I would never ever wish for somebody's channel to take a dive. I would never wish for anybody's channel to do bad. I would never wish for anybody's career to be canceled or over. That's, you know, not where I am, and that's not where my heart is. I don't have bad blood with anybody, but you can't also be friends with everybody too. It just unfortunately doesn't work that way. Guys, that is all the assumptions. I hope that you guys loved today's video. I really appreciated making it. Thank you guys for asking me all these questions over on my Instagram at MeganPlays. You guys can feel free to ask me questions anytime, and I would absolutely love to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to hashtag stay peachy, stay kind, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!